three identical coils each having self-inductance L are connected in series so that the fluxes of all the three are in the same direction. If mutual inductance between each pair of coils is M, the total inductance of the arrangement is A3L9M, B1.5L3M, C3L3M, D3L6M. The correct answer is 1.5L3M. In a resistive AC circuit, the current, the voltage by A lags 90, B lags 45, C lags 0, D leads 90. The correct answer is lag 0. When two coupled coils of equal self-inductance are cormected in series in one way, the net inductance is 12 mH, and when they are connected in the other way, the net inductance is 4 mH. The maximum value of inductance when they are connected in parallel is A2 mH, B3 mH, C4 mH, D6 mH. The correct answer is 3 mH. An RL series circuit is excited by a voltage Vt. The circuit was initially relaxed. Which of the following sources of Vt would cause maximum current at T0? A. Unit step, B. Unit impulse, C. Unit ramp, D. Unit step plus unit ramp. The correct answer is unit impulse. Power is drawn from a source at power factor 0.7, PF 300 watt. The reactive power is A0, B 105, C 100 W, D 107 W. The correct answer is 107 W. Two capacitors each of capacitance C and breakdown voltage V are joined in series. The capacitance and breakdown voltage of the combination is A 0.5 C and 2 V, B 0.5 C and 0.5 V, C C and V, D 2 C and 2 V. The correct answer is 0.5 C and 2 V. The current wave shown in figure is applied at T0 to a 0.1 F capacitor. At T1S, the voltage across capacitor is A0V, B10V, C20V, D40V. The correct answer is 20V. A capacitor can be represented by a capacitance C in parallel with a resistance R. For a good capacitor, the resistance R should be A very high, B high, C very low, D low. The correct answer is very high. If a sheet of a mica is inserted between the plates of an air capacitor, the capacitance A will increase, B will return the same, C will decrease, D may increase or decrease. The correct answer is will increase. A circuit has two branches 1 and 2 in parallel. If Q18 quad and Q26 quad, the magnitude of total quad drawn from supply will be A14 quad, B2 quad, C0, D14 or 2 quad. The correct answer is 14 or 2 quad. When a function zs having a pole at infinity is realized, we get A capacitance in series, B a resistance in series, C an inductance in series, D a resistance or inductance in series. The correct answer is an inductance in series. A specimen of a material has a resistivity of 1.78 x 10⁸ ohm-m. The material is A semiconductor, B conductor, C semiconductor or conductor, D insulator. The correct answer is insulator. In a purely capacitive circuit, the current, the voltage by A lags 0, B leads 90, C lags 90, D lags 45. The correct answer is leads 90. A circuit has two branches in parallel and each branch has only one element. The applied voltage and source current are V200 sin 200 T30 and I50 sin 200 T50. If one branch has capacitor, the other branch contains A. Resistance, B. Inductance, C. Capacitance, D. Resistance or capacitance. The correct answer is resistance. In the circuit shown in figure IS4AV-S4, the voltage V is given by A6V, B8V, C4V, D2V. The correct answer is 6V. The average value of wave in figure is A90V, B75V, C60V, D50V. The correct answer is 75V. If B4J3B13, A230, B236.87, C1.7112.3, D1.7130. The correct answer is 236.87. A two-branch parallel tuned circuit has a coil of resistance 100 and inductance 0.005 H in one branch and 10 Nf capacitor in the second branch. At resonance frequency, the dynamic resistance is A1, B10, C100, D more than 100. The correct answer is more than 100. If each branch of a delta circuit has impedance 3Z, then each branch of the equivalent Y circuit has impedance AZ3, B3Z, C33Z, DZ3. The correct answer is Z3. In the circuit of figure, Thevenins resistance is 10, A25, B10, C13.33, D6. The correct answer is 10. An RLC series circuit has R1L18C1 floor. The damping ratio is A more than 1, B1, C 0.5, D0. The correct answer is 0.5. The circuit shown in the figure with R13L148C3F has input voltage Vt sin 2T. The resulting current It is A5 sin 2T 53.1, B5 sin 2T 53.1, C25 sin 2T 53.1, D25 sin 2T 53.1. The correct answer is 5 sin 2T 53.1. If operator A1 120, then 1 A2, A3, B330, C330, D360. The correct answer is 3. Two two-port circuits are connected cascaded. To determine the response, it is more convenient to use AOC impedance parameters, BSC admittance parameters, CABCD parameters, DH parameters. The correct answer is ABCD parameters. In the circuit of figure, the current supplied by battery at T is A0A, B5A, C less than 5A, D very large. The correct answer is 5A. The natural frequency Sn of the given circuit is A1, B1, C12, D2. The correct answer is 1. For addition and subtraction operations, phasors, A must be represented in polar form, B must be represented in rectangular form, C may be represented in any form, D none of the above. The correct answer is must be represented in rectangular form. The equivalent unit of joule is A Newton, B Newton meter, C Newton meter 2, D none of the above. The correct answer is Newton meter. Two coils are connected in parallel. Their fluxes are adding. If the connections of one of the coils are reversed, the total inductance of the arrangement A will decrease, B may increase or decrease, C will remain the same, D will increase. The correct answer is will decrease. The graph of a network has 6 branches with 3 tree branches. The minimum number of equations required for solution of network is A2, B3, C4, D5. The correct answer is 3. In figure S is closed at T0. At T1I1A and DT1AS. Then the value of L is A1H, B2H, C3H, D4H. The correct answer is 2H. In the circuit of figure, the switch is closed at T0. At T0, the current supplied by battery is A0A, B5A, C less than 5A, D infinity. The correct answer is 0A. If VA 10V and VB 15V, VAB 5V, A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is true. When a lead acid cell discharges, the specific gravity of electrolyte increases. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is false. For a high-pass filter P in attenuation band, A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is false. A minimum function has A poles and zeros on imaginary axis of S-plane, B no poles or zeros on imaginary axis of S-plane, C only poles but no zeros on imaginary axis of S-plane, D only zeros but no poles on imaginary axis of S-plane. The correct answer is only poles but no zeros on imaginary axis of S-plane. The current in an RL series circuit is 180 amperes. Then ddt is A 180, BET, CET, DE2T. The correct answer is ET. Given an FTT is, the value of K is A 316, B 163, C3, D14. The correct answer is 16.3. In the circuit of figure, the current through battery E2 is A1 a discharging, B1 a charging, C9 a discharging, D9 a charging. The correct answer is 1 a charging. In figure, the current supplied by battery at T0.5 S is A1.1A, B1.9A, C0, D1.632A. The correct answer is 1.632A. A source of angular frequency 1 radsec has a source impedance consisting of 1 resistance in series with 1 H inductance. The load that will obtain the maximum power transfer is A1 resistance, B1 resistance in parallel with 1 H inductance, C1 resistance in series with 1 flow capacitor, D1 resistance in parallel with 1 flow capacitor. The correct answer is 1 resistance in series with 1 flow capacitor. When tracing through a resistance, we always get a voltage drop. A true, B false, C, D. The correct answer is false. A copper coil has a resistance of 40 ohm at 20 C. At 100 C, the resistance is likely to be A 44, B 54, C 84, D 104. The correct answer is 54. When a source is delivering maximum power to a load through a network, the ratio of power delivered to the source power A may be 50 or less than 50. B is 50. C may be 50 or more than 50. D may be 50 or more less than 50. The correct answer is may be 50 or less than 50.